HooHooHooRobin.
People are going to be shocked, but we're still here.
Yeah, a little OT.
We wanted to do a post-Larry King thing.
Yeah, got to wrap up a little from something like that. That guy's like...
Dude, he was so fucking cool.
Radio legend, television legend.
Yeah.
Broadcasting legend. So, and we have had a lot of mileage on this very show with Larry King.
Well, just to take you inside a little bit, we didn't know how to handle Larry King because we have beat him up
so much
in the last few years.
First of all, I want to apologize to Sam Roberts for cutting into his showtime.
No apology needed.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
I was relieved because I was
when you realized that he wasn't doing the show at 10.
We're not talking about me.
Oh, sorry.
I certainly was a huge Larry King fan.
Yeah,
and especially when in his prime, because he is like a great interviewer.
Yeah.
And then it got a little weird at the end there. And we didn't know how we were going to handle the Larry King interview, and he made fun of himself, which just which threw the fucking what we were thinking of doing away.
Well, he's old enough too. I guess you just reach a point where you're like, I don't give a shit what people think or say anymore. I was very surprised at how candid he was about his marriages.
No kidding.
Being like loveless and just kind of being married because he doesn't even know why he got married, and saying that he's only loved like maybe 3 times and been married 8 times. I mean, that leaves a lot of loveless marriages.
But did we not relate to him?
Oh, yeah.
With our past relationships?
Because
he's like, when he said, I don't know why, I could say the same thing about my long-term relationship when we were becoming big radio stars.
And my marriage.
I don't know why.
I don't know why.
But
stuck that shit out.
Same shit. If NEW called or there was an urgent situation at home, I would have taken the call from NEW.
And not only that, we used to stay late after the show was over, just to avoid having to go home.
And we just stayed in these dumb relationships.
Yeah, and then you regret like all the thoughts of the fucking
what I could have done with that time.
girls at the club appearances we used to do, and they asked us to go skinny dipping with them and shit, and you got to say no because you got to get home to your fucking wife that you're not even going to be with in a while. What a waste. God, those girls were hot. Fuck!
We should have had pond scum on us.
I know! Should have smelled like fucking vagina and bacteria.
And I'll also break down another wall, because Stephen S. from Bayshore goes, wow, Ope, I love the very quick no when Larry King asks if you guys hang out and are friends. That's become a bit.
It's like, Opie said no, and I went, not anymore.
Right.
Of course you're going to...
If you need to know, we're in different worlds and live, in different places.
We used to live... not even a quarter mile away from each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
right across Main Street.
It was a lot easier for one to call up and just go, you want to grab some sushi, you want to do something, you want to get away from our chicks, something.
Right.
But, it's a lot more difficult now. You got a kid, I'm just fucking,
But when I yell
Long
no
Island
quickly, it's
white trash.
It's a joke.
Yeah, lighten up.
But Larry was great.
He was great, and look, I ain't buying that where are the groceries excuse he came up with.
You know what?
That was ludicrous.
But that's a guy that's been broadcasting for, if he's 77, you got to think almost 60 years, 55 years.
Yeah.
He spun that shit right in our face. And we're veterans at this point.
I know.
But it just shows he's got even way more experience.
Now, see, that was a brilliant question.
He knows.
He not only defended it like it wasn't stupid, he said it was a brilliant question.
Right.
Now, what a set of balls.
And we just went,
all right, Larry, you got me. Horrible rape. What happened to the food? That's a great question. And Sam Roberts?
I asked him about the board.
Oh, the board, because the skateboard one, now, because there was a guy, he had to go. We could have sat here with him another hour talking about shit like that.
Because sometimes when someone like Larry King comes in, you almost want the time to go by fast because you're like, oh my God, it's fucking Larry King. But then we all start feeling comfortable. I wish we had another half hour, 45 minutes with the guy.
Because the board was the skateboard one. We had the guy that he was skateboarding, and it was the guy that took the big fall from the half pipe. If you remember that a couple of years back. And he asked the gentleman, how important is the board in skateboarding? He wanted to know how important was the board. Now, you actually asked him that?
I told him that we've played that clip more than almost any other clip we've played. And he actually explained the question.
Yes.
He shoved me and called me an idiot for even asking. He said that's not a bad question at all. He goes, for instance, if you have a great skateboarder and you give him a $20 skateboard, and you have an average skateboarder, and you give him a $100 skateboard, who are you going to put your money on? And I said, and he said, exactly, you don't know.
So he should have said, how important is the quality of the board? See, the question was too vague, Larry. The question, Larry, too vague.
You call me an idiot for even questioning the question.
That I completely agree with Larry King on.
All right.
And then the Seinfeld thing.
He pushed you?
Yeah.
Does he have old man strength?
You're an idiot and your hair is stupid.
He's got a little strength to him.
Does he? Yeah. He does. Some old man strength still.
Of course he does. That was great. Larry killed.
That was good, man. That was fun.
Yeah, it was definitely a good time.
Yeah.
All right.
Larry King. I guess we're going to announce the winner of the Opie and Anthony Most Annoying 30 Seconds of Audio contest. The winner's going to get $2,000 cash from Steven Singer Jewelers. Go to IHateStevenSinger.com. Do that now. But what are we going to do? What do we decide on that?
We're gonna announce the winner tomorrow.
Because
we have to replay all of them and all that.
Yeah, we got to replay the winners and stuff. Trap Dog
is totally fine.
Trav.
As long as we have the winner today, I think we're okay, right?
Yeah, it's cool. You gave Steven Singer's plugs. That's probably
all right. So we'll have third place, second place, and the winner tomorrow for everybody.
Sure.
Finally.
Sorry
about that.
By the way, your little Riley there on Mother's Day. The Mother's Day message from little Riley was just adorable.
She's the best.
And Eastside Dave's staying and babysitting his children, I guess. While for Mother's Day, he let his wife kind of go out
and do her thing.
Is fucking hilarious.
Really? I gotta check it out.
It's just the kids crying that they want their mommy
the whole time,
crying really loud, and then Eastside Dave kind of puts the camera sort of on his face, and he's just bewildered looking between the children, and then it cuts off. It's classic Eastside Dave.
I miss having him around here.
Yeah, that fucking guy is hilarious. Where do you find that? Dave McDonald?
He's got his...
It's on his Facebook.
It's on his Facebook, man.
I'll check it out.
That fucking guy is hilarious.
That should be viral.
Do you got that? Turn that up, because just the sound alone of the kids crying.
Well, you can fill in the pictures like Larry King says. The Shadow News.
It's not clicking.
It doesn't want to work.
No.
Fucking computers, right? It's always when you need them. Always!
I'll try to reload.
Preload.
I cannot get this.
Oh, well.
I cannot.
Now go to see it yourself. It's hilarious, though.
Other people viewed it 2,000-something times, so...
Dave's hilarious.
It works on your machine, folks.
All right, yeah. Well,
that was a career moment, though.
That was a biggie. That was a biggie, man. Larry King's fucking
you realize
legend in broadcasting.
We're interviewing Larry King.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucked up right there.
That's huge.
I was ready to say, why don't you just interview us?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Let's be real here. What do you want to ask us? Because we're not worthy to actually interview you.
Nothing. What did you do with the talent?
Then he hung out with Jackie Gleason.
I know. Fuck, man.
And then fucking Don Rickles and Lenny Bruce just did his radio show one day.
Yeah.
Is that the equivalent of having Bob Kelly and Rich Voss?
That's like Bobo and Stalker Patty. Yeah. You think Gleason ever went, why am I suspended from the show? Why do I have to do the shit show? The shit show, he calls it.
It's hard to get in because Larry's very much in control, but I wanted to slow him down a little bit when he said the Jackie Gleason train, because his legendary stories about
sex on the
train being a big party train.
Yeah.
Because the rumor was Gleason didn't like to fly, so he had this party train that went from city to city when he was performing. But I heard it was booze and broads and just one big party going on.
Gleason was known as a fat, womanizing drunk.
Right.
That's great.
But we couldn't get in at that point to ask Larry to, give us more info on that.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Maybe next time we get Larry King.
That'll never happen.
I know.
That was just one of those things.
Oh, boy. I don't like the question about the food and the skateboard. Fuck them.
Fucking spun it on us, brother.
I know.
Wait till Jimmy hears that. He's fucking spun it on us and made it make sense.
Made it sound like a great question.
Yeah. All right, guys. Enjoy your day. We'll see you tomorrow.
Robin.